Careful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I'm fueled up with Gatorade and mini Kit Kats. Got my energy. I didn't fall and trip when I came in the room, which is a plus from the women's game, when I had a very graceful fall on the floor. And now here we are for the second game of our doubleheader between the Capilano University Blues and your Langara College Falcons. Starting lineups are being announced. As we mentioned, these two teams played on Thursday in a very hard-fought, close game. Came right down to the end, as it was a tie game, and a foul was committed by the Falcons. Bit of a controversial one, and the Blues hit the free throws, won the game. So I expect another exciting game in this rematch. For the Falcons, of course, Coach Cassidy Kannemeyer, a veteran, a grizzled veteran now in the PACWEST, as he started his career many years ago as an assistant up at PACWEST University, which unfortunately no longer exists. He then went down and was the head coach of Capilano, coached against him many times in the league. He then went to University of the Fraser Valley and was assistant coach to Joe Enveltson. And when I stepped down here at Langara, he took over the Falcons after Joey Dillon, my assistant coach, did it 1 year. Your coach for the Capilano University Blues is TJ Klim, and this is TJ's first year as head coach of the Falcons. Okay, both teams miss on their first possession. Zach Ahmed setting a screen. There's another screen from Klim. Close out hard. High screen again. Lee skips it. 3-ball. Good closeout by Robinson. Short. And the ball goes out of bounds off of... Oh, referee pointed the wrong way, but he said white ball. Corrected it. Langara ball. Subotic. Little half-court trap here. Ball's skipped over to Batista. Robinson fakes the three, drives, gets right to the rim, but there's Mr. Klim. Good defense, but Robinson went right over top of him and finishes for the first hoop of the game. Klim at the top, reverses it to Garcha. Inside, Lang, Klim from the top of the key. That's good, tie game. Subotic gets it over to Batista. Back to Subotic. Robinson, he's going to go, crossover, gets to the middle, tries a one-hand pass, throws it behind his big man. And it's a turnover. 3-ball, good, Peter Lee. Peter Lee played at Kitsilano Secondary School. They, of course, are the Blue Demons. Nice pass from Batista. A little pressure there. Subotic broke the pressure. And a good finish inside by Obito. Klim finishes at the rim. 7-4 Blues. Batista to Obito. Obito gets the rim, but he gets stripped, and there's going to be a little contact on the hand or arm. And I think that's going to be on Lang. Let's see. Yep, that's on Cash Lang. 6'4", fifth-year guard out of Lewiston, Idaho. Lewiston High School in Idaho. Oh, nice little inside screen. Beautiful play. A little back inside screen that the Blues did not communicate on. Robinson found himself wide open. Did a good shot fake. Went up strong, and he's got a chance to tie the game here with an and one. That foul was on Sukraj Garja, second-year 6'3" guard. Played for the Terry Fox Ravens, the mighty Ravens. storied program there with legendary head coach Richie Chambers and Don Van Oss. Now Tony Scott is helping. Obito, tough shot inside, but he finishes it. He was double teamed, but he hit a nice little fadeaway. Langara up 8-7. Lee to Ahmed. Back to Lee. He's going to take a screen from Klim. Cap running a lot of screen and roll action. Good closeout by Subotic. Scrambling defensively. Good shot fake by Lee. No good on the three, but really good shot fake to get the three. Rebounded, and he's fouled. Good rebound by Cash Lang. Coach Cassidy not liking the call. Lang's good on his first free throw. Second one goes in and out. Rebound is tipped by Ungpersert. Here come the Falcons. Ungpersert crossover. Good defense by Clem as the ball goes out of bounds. 16 on the shot clock. As you mentioned, Capilano up near the top of the standings, 4-1 right now. The same play inside, and Robinson slipped, lost the handle on the ball, or he would have had another layup. Subotic slips the screen. Oh, what a great pass. Obito's going to have to power up. Yeah, big man can't bring the ball down when you're in traffic. Those little guards are going to come in and strip it away from you. But there's a good read by Robinson to steal a pass by Lee. Back he comes. Going to go inside here to, oh, there's a nice find. Nobody found Batista. Capilano not communicating in defensive transition. And Mr. Batista said, thank you very much. I'll take the layup. As I mentioned, the Blues are 4-1 right now. In and out on the three from Lee. And Langara at 2-5. Ungpersert transition three. Front rim, no good. Obito goes to work inside. Count the basket. Ebenita Obito. Baseline jumper, no good. Ungpersert with the rebound. Baseline jumper, good. Great start for big man today. He's working hard, making things happen. Langara now extended this lead to 6. Baseline drive, is that going to be a charge? It's going to be a no call. I like it, no call. Actually, the referee is signaling a flop, or what they call faking a foul. So what you're going to, Robinson gets to the rim, offensive foul, used his right arm to push off. You're going to see the referee, after he makes this call, issue a fake a foul warning to Langara. Coach Cassidy very verbal today, not happy with that call either. I think I don't know if that was a fake a foul. It definitely wasn't a foul. I think it was just a no call, but referee felt that he fell early before the contact, and so if you do that, you're faking a foul. Good hustle by Klim to get the rebound as Nair tries to strip it from him. Peter Lee is a good three-point shooter. He gives it over. Three ball up front rim. We're going to have a rebounding foul. I think that's going to be on Alfonso Reyes. Yes, it is. Number 9, 6'6" forward. International player out of Spain. Okay, I don't even know if I can attempt to announce his high school. Let's see. Colegio Cuecos. I'm sure I absolutely butchered that. I apologize to any Spanish listeners. Robinson back to Subotic. Subotic looking to Nair. Can't get it to him. Now he does. Nair squares up, kicks it back out. Ungpersert for 3. That's way off the mark. Rebound by the Blues. Garcha almost loses it, being hounded by Zango. Skip pass. Good closeout by Subotic. Handoff back to Lee. Reverse to Garcha. Oh, wide open inside. Langara's rotation has got a bit messed up there. Robinson was communicating to Zongo. a switch, and it didn't happen, and that's open layup for the Blues. Zongo, he's very explosive. He takes on the big man, and he's fouled right on the head. Zongo is very explosive. He has a good change of pace and also knows how to step through and use the body. As he decided he was going to challenge the 6'11", Zach Klim. And when he twisted to reverse the layup, he got contact. That's Klim's first. Klim, of course, played at G.W. Graham Secondary School. Won a BC championship there with Coach Jake Moritzen. Klim is in his 4th year. Oh, by the way, the G.W. Graham, they're the Grizzlies. Second free throw's good. 15-10 Falcons. Oh, I don't know what happened inside, but there's all I know was Subotic and Peter Lee both ended up on the floor. I saw that. I didn't even see who scored there. Here comes Zongo. He loves transition, and he says he takes on Klim again. He says, I ain't afraid of you, big fella. Klim blocked him. Thought he got him clean, but the official said he got him on the arm. So Zongo challenged him twice and has managed to draw 2 fouls, so Klim's going to have to come out for a rest. It did look pretty clean, but you know what happens is if you stay straight up, you're good. But as soon as you bring the arms down, oftentimes there'll be a foul call, and sometimes maybe you got the ball. But when you swing at it, it's more often called. I think if Klim had just stayed straight up there, I don't think Zongo could have finished that. But good for James to just go right at the big man and challenge him. All right, 17-12 now. Falcons up to 5-point lead. We have Keito Kusaki, international player from Japan. He's in his 4th year. Another switch miscommunication, and that's going to be a foul on Richard Moses. A couple times there's been a bit of miscommunication on some screens. Langara players talking about it a bit. They got to clean that up. As Unkpersert will come out and Obito will return. We got Zongo, Kusaki, Moses, Obito, and Nair on the floor for the Falcons. We got Pamantuan, Lang, Garcha, Reyes, and Hammett on the floor for the Blues. Zongo's going to go again. No fear. This time he's got a little guard on him. Pamantuan listed at 6 feet. I think that's pretty generous. And good pressure there from Kusaki. And he forces a turnover from Pamantuan. Pamantuan, second-year product from Burn Creek. Just like the ball. There's the lob pass. Love it. Love it. The back screen lob from the sideline. Well drawn up. Well executed. That's one of my favorite plays. There was a time where that play, we called that Whopper. Anybody know who that's referenced to? I doubt it. There's no chance. If I was to tell you it's a player named Billy Pultz, 7-footer from the NBA, how many people even know who Billy Pultz was? But his nickname was the Whopper. Baseline, almost an air ball, rebounded by Moses. Richard Moses looking to go one-on-one, and he's fouled. Again, you see there, it was actually very good defense by Cash Lang, but what did he do at the last minute? He reached down and tried to strip and fouled. If he just stayed straight up, that'd be a tough layup for Moses to make. So Cap players just need to be a little more disciplined because they're doing a good job of staying vertical, but then reaching down across will get you a foul a large majority of the time. Falcons struggling a bit from the line. They've been basically shooting 50% here. Missed them both. Oh, what a tip by Nair. Couldn't finish it, though. Nair almost had the offensive tip, so a missed opportunity there for the Blues. Travel. Yeah. Zach Ahmed, a little bit out of control there. Couldn't get his feet under him, and he traveled. Coach Cassidy's going to take a timeout. So am I. Be right back with you. All right, we're back out of the timeout. During that timeout, saw something that I really like to see. Referee Rokosh came over to talk to Coach Cassidy. He knew Cass was a little bit upset. Had a really good talk, and I think that's just great communication when coaches take the time to, referees take the time to do that. I think it's a really smart thing to be approachable like that, because it can solve all kinds of problems. This is the third offensive rebound, the fourth offensive rebound. So the Falcons going to town on the offensive glass. They've now stretched us up to a 9-point lead. That's an offensive foul. No, it's travel. Yeah, that was a good call. Afu Bullock, he actually looked like he hooked him a bit, but as he tried his spin move, he took like 3 steps. So traveling violation, and the Blues are having a bit of a struggle right now. Moses, 3, in and out. Rebounded by Ahmed. And I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you, Kato Kusaki is making Justin Pamantoin's life miserable right now. He's giving him no room to breathe, pressuring it every time he touches it. And Kusaki is look at that, he's a very impressive defensive player. Great energy coming off the bench. It's an 11 on the clock, and Cap just got into their offense, shooting a tough 1-foot fadeaway. A great defensive sequence. Langara really playing well right now. Pamantoin gives it to open Moses. No good. Langara had a couple times to get this to double digits, not taking advantage. 3-ball challenged by 2 people. No good. Big rebound. Kusaki chases it. Outlets it to Zongo. Here comes Zongo. He's got one thing in mind. He's going to get to the hoop. And he does. He's stripped, though. There's a good strip by Pamantoin. Obito, offensive foul. Yeah. That's a good call. Even though the defensive player, Ahmed, wasn't completely set, Obito just put the shoulder down and said, I'm coming through, and picked up a pretty easy offensive foul call there. Okay, now they're going to have Afu Bullock bring it up the floor, and with Zongo on him. Probably a smart move. Baseline drive, and he lost the ball, but got it back, stepped out of bounds. Cap just really uncomfortable now offensively. Langara's suffocating and rotating and showing a lot of energy, and the Blues are really struggling to get anything going. All right, here comes Zongo. Tries to get the screen, no good. Zongo's going to shot fake. Give it to Unkpresert. Back to Zongo. He's open. Shot fake again. He likes to drive, folks. Takes contact. Finishes it. He is an exciting, electric player to watch. I'm telling you that. Mr. Zongo from Charles Tupper Secondary School the great Jeff Gorley's program there. The Tupper Tigers, and they force another turnover at the buzzer. What a phenomenal half for the Langara Falcons. They are fired up, and they have jumped out to a 25-14 lead. The Blues right now are a little stunned. We'll see. They got a 2-minute break. We'll see what happens as Cap tries to settle down. I'm sure they will. And Langara feeding off a lot of emotion right now, and their bench did a great job coming in. All right, let's pull up the stats. Brought to you, as usual, by Popeyes Chicken and Biscuits. Come on, Popeyes, at some point you're going to have to give me something for all these free plugs I'm giving you. As a matter of fact, there's a new Popeyes not too far from where I live now on Broadway. It's literally 5 minutes from me. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because there was a Popeyes in West Vancouver, and I work in West Vancouver, so I go there occasionally. But now there's one 5 minutes from my house. This could be problematic for Coach Ebe. Oh. Anyway, they are the sponsors because I say so. Here are your your up-to-date stats, I'm sorry. So as we mentioned, at the end of the quarter here, struggling. The Blues are 5 of 16 from the field, 31%. 1 of 7 for 3, 15% or 14%. 3 of 4 from the line. Langara 11 of 20 from the field for 55%. Now they haven't hit a 3 either. So the teams are combined 1 of 12. But Langara getting the job done at the rim because they've also gone to the line 7 times, but haven't taken advantage of only 3 of those 7 shots. So they're 43%. As I figured, Cap with 5 turnovers might have had a couple more actually, and 2 for Langara. Rebounds are pretty good for Langara. They're up 13-9 in the rebound department, up 7-3 in the assist department, and 7-2 bench points. So a good first quarter for the hometown boys. Home gym. Robinson can't hit the short range jumper. Clem's got a good post up, but you know, if it wasn't a travel by Garchet, I think a 3-second call was going to have to be made there. Clem was probably in the key for 5 or 6 at least. All right, another turnover for the Blues. Unkperson inside off the screen. He's going to take on Clem, shoot a fadeaway, no good. Subotic hustling in for that rebound, keeping his dribble live. Baseline drive here from Garcia. Unkperson, fadeaway, good. Unkperson, of course, went to the best high school in British Columbia. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, McGee Secondary School. That's my school, 1982, class president, 1982. Oh my God, that's 44 years ago. Jeez. Anyway, also coached there at McGee, the Mighty Lions. Managed to take him to the BCs in 1986, dating myself completely. Anyway, that's where Unkperson is from. Good to see a McGee Lion here at Langara. All right, we had a block shot there, and we have 1 second on the shot clock. Now, referees are going to have a quick discussion to make sure, and they do. It's 1 second, so you're going to have to see. It's going to have to be a lob here. 1 second is time to catch and shoot, but they're going to lob it to Clem. There's no question. Just throw it up to him. They throw it up, and Subotic steals it. And back come the Blues. I'm sorry, I did it again. The Falcons. Subotic, no good. No 3s yet for the Falcons. They're up 13. They have a chance to really blow this wide open because Capilano is struggling so badly offensively. Nice step through. Good step through there from Scrooge Garcia. 26-7-16. Unkperson's going to try to beat Clem. Clem does a good job. Nair's inside. He's got a good matchup, but he kicks it out. And that 3 hit the top of the backboard. Langara absolutely atrocious from the 3-point line. Transition 3, no good. Subotic rebounds. 2-on-1. Get your head up. And he does. Nice pass and a great catch. That was a tough catch. Robinson gets it with one hand, brings it down, and finishes. Ahmed to Garcha. Inside to Clem. Clem likes to go right, and he does that. Nice little jump through, jump hook finish. Good move from Zach. There's another transition. Langara running the floor well. Nair is blocked cleanly by Garcha. There's a steal. Peter Lee's got a layup. Hustling back here, and that's going to be a foul. Good foul. It's a good foul by Justin Best. Making sure Peter Lee doesn't score, but also playing the ball, so you don't want to pick up an unsportsmanlike. So it was a good foul, smart foul. And Peter Lee will step to the free throw line. That's first foul on Justin Best. As now we have Zongo back in the game. We have Obito back in the game. So Langara off to a great start, jumped all over the Blues. So far this quarter's been pretty even. The Blues have settled down a bit. So the next 7 minutes will be interesting. At some point the Blues are going to make a push. You know they are. And how Langara responds to that will be a huge indicator of which way this game is going to go. Second free throw's off the back rim, off the top of the backboard. Ungpersert fought hard for that rebound. Nice job, young man. Obito runs the floor and he's open again, but that's a tough pass. Even though he was kind of open. Tough pass. Subotic should have kept that one that time. Turnover Langara. Good strip there by Robinson. 3-on-2. Ungpersert, he goes to the rack, kicks it out. Zongo three. Langara struggling from behind the arc. Great box out there by my boy Josh Vandeveld. 6'5", fourth-year forward out of Robert Bateman. Love this guy. I tried to recruit him to come here. Clearly, he clearly made the correct decision not to play for me. He's a great young man. I coached him on our provincial team, and it was an absolute pleasure to coach. And he's in his fourth year. I'm assuming he's still in the music program. He's a great musician, too. Robinson misses the three, and I think Langara's settling right now. They're kind of settling for threes, and they're 0 for. They had a lot more success when they attacked the rim and when they moved the ball. I think if Cap scores here and Langara doesn't, I take a timeout because they're now kind of out of sorts, but that'll clean things up. Obito up in the passing lane. He's going to back Klim down, and he's going to lose the ball. Great steal, but then another bad decision. And now will Cap take advantage of these mistakes? Offensive foul. Yes, sir. That's off the ball. It's off the ball. Reyes is saying, what did I do? But I had to look at that, actually. I had good peripheral vision. That's a big word, eh? And he hooked him and stepped around him. And, that's not an easy call to see because the contact can be deceptive. But right on top of that one, man. Good job, man. Right on top of that. Subotic. Three ball. No. Once again, they're 0 for on the three ball. Get to the hoop, Falcons. Get to the hoop. That's what you had success with. And one for Klim. Obito did a really good job, really good, sitting on Klim's left shoulder because he likes to go that direction. So he did a good job, but Klim, recognizing that, came back the other way, and the help didn't get there in time, and Obito fouled him. So we have a big momentum shift here now as Kappas can close it to a 5-point game, and they don't. Good rebound by Kusaki. Kusaki coast to coast to the rim. That's what I'm talking about, baby. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. No, is that right? Yeah, that's right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Go to the hoop. That's where you've had success. Backdoor by Cap, not open. And little lean in by Peter Lee. High-low, good high-low play. That's it. Take advantage of that mismatch. Great job by the Blues. Klim recognizing the mismatch. Goes high-low to Reyes. Easy lay-in. 31-25. Zongo, another three. In and out. Obito rebounds. He's blocked. A great block inside by Reyes. Obito's down. Not sure. Yeah, he's down. It's a 5-on-4. See if Cap can take advantage of this. So far they haven't. There it is, inside layup. Oh! James Zongo just came out of nowhere and said, get that out. A beautiful block shot from the 6-foot guard. And then there was a loose ball foul. I think it was on Vandeveld. Yes, it was. Wow. Zongo bringing some energy, bringing some heat. Good Lord. Handoff, high screen, get to the hoop. There you go. Hello. What are we talking about? Get to the rack, young man. Lang to Vandeveld. He's going to go inside to Klim. Again, sitting on that left shoulder because he's going to go that way. Well defended. Clearly the Falcons have a great scout on how to defend Klim in the post. They're just sitting on that left shoulder trying to, and that's the way he likes to go. Now, last time he countered, that time he tried to push through it and shot the air ball. Zongo. Oh, he is near wide open. They're so worried about him. Can Kusaki make the first three? He cannot. How can you play 16 minutes of basketball, have 0 threes in today's game, and be up by 8? All right, Klim. Now he's been guarded by Ungpersert. Tough matchup for Ungpersert. Vandeveld sets a high screen for Lee. Then he rolls hard to the hoop. Lee, 3, good. And that's going to be, let's see what we're going to have here. We've got a little action off the ball. A couple of bumps. Players shake hands. Well handled again. Well handled by the official there. Good job. Right? Players bumped a bit. Wanted to make sure it didn't escalate. All right, so he did a good job of chatting with them. Players slap hands. Perfect. Love the way that was handled. Ungpersert for 3. Okay. The message, Falcons. Stop settling for threes. And that's a coast-to-coast layup. Langara just fell asleep there defensively. Can't give that up, and the Blues are right back in this. Zongo, not there, pulls it back, shot fake. Kusaki going to take a screen from Nair. He pops, he's open. That's going to be a tough shot. It's a long 2. That looked like it might have been the first 3 of the game, but his foot was on the line. Tough shot as the buzzer ran down. Good hit by Kato Kusaki. Lee goes coast to coast, misses it, but there's Klim to clean up the mess. That's back-to-back where the Falcons have allowed the Blues to go 90 feet to the rim. You just can't allow that. And that's going to be a hold on Klim. That's going to be his 3rd foul. As Ungpersert was cutting, he bumped into Klim, but Klim reached out with his arm and held him. It's his 3rd foul. That's a tough one. You don't want to pick up an off-ball foul if you can help it, but I mean, I was watching the play as he was cutting. Klim did put his arm around him. Can they get it in? They do, just beating the 5 count. Ungpersert being guarded tight by Peter Lee. He's going to try to beat him. Not a good idea. Lee is quick. And there's a turnover as he's on the floor. Lee's going to go coast to coast here. Passes it. Timeout, I think. Timeout. Langara needs a timeout here. It's a big run here by the Blues. Obito being guarded by Vandeveld. Kicks it out. Bad pass, so Robinson doesn't have the shot. He goes. And Ungpersert can't hit a 3. Rebound Obito. Obito, too much dribbling after he gets it, and he loses it. And the momentum is completely changed. Lee went coast to coast, couldn't finish. Good rebound there by Moses. It's a 1-point game now, folks. And it's the exact opposite of what we watched in the first quarter. It's now the Blues who are playing unbelievable defense, and it's the Falcons who are struggling. But that's going to be a foul on Garcha. You know, this game is funny. I'm telling you, folks, this happens all the time. You know, you wish as a coach you could bottle it, you know, when your team is just firing, right? They're playing great D, they're transitioning, they're hitting shots. You know, you get like that 15-point lead and you just want to bottle that, and it doesn't happen. It's hard to do because teams compete, and there's that slip again. And it would have been another layup for Robinson, and it is. Wow, they've gotten 3 layups out of that end line play. But the energy is just so weird, and what happens is the team will turn it around, and the other team doesn't recognize it. The game, you have to constantly adjust and adapt in this game. Loving it. 3-point game. Vandeveld with a screen. They trapped it. Wide open 3 for Garches. Nobody rotated, but they got lucky. Obito with the board. Here comes Moses. Ungpersert's going to go to the rack, and he's going to finish. Nice transition there. Vandeveld screens, nothing there, reverses it. Bullock hits a nice cut, and a nice left-hand finish from Cash Lang. 1 minute and 11 seconds to go. 39-36 for the Falcons. Unkverser trying to post up Lee. Got to be careful on that dribble. Lee's got very quick hands. That's nice pass. What a pass, and one. Unkverser likes to shoot that little fadeaway at the foul line. He went up, and Obito, smart man, cut to the hoop, and Unkverser saw him coming, hit him on a beautiful pass. Obito, strong finish, and one. Nice play there for the Falcons. See if Obito can complete this three-point play. Obito going to get a sub here. He's working hard. He's looking a little tired. So as long as he makes this free throw, he'll get a rest. As Nair is going to come in for him. Uh-oh. I wonder if, I've heard of this. I've never actually seen it. Well, I saw it one time, where a player just didn't want to come out of the game, so they intentionally missed the free throw. How bad is that? And that's not what Obito did. There's a turnover. Ooh, that was close. Looked like it might have gone off the leg of Bullock, but referee saying nope, it went off the leg of Robinson. Very confident on that call. So, timeout, Falcons. 41-36. We got a good one, just like we had a good one in the women's game. We got a good one happening here. Incidentally, the standings in the men's league, let me just go to it here. Standings are VIU, who's nationally, I don't know what the national rankings are, I'll take a look at them in a minute, but VIU I'm sure is right up there. They were 6-0, and a huge upset last night. Douglas beat him in a tight match. Douglas at the time was 1-5, so you had the last place team and the first place team. The last place team stepped it up and won. So VIU 6-1, Capilano 4-1, Camosun sitting at 3-2, CBC with a win last night over Camosun, I believe. They're 2-3. Okanagan 2-4 as they beat Douglas twice last week. Langara and Douglas both at 2-5. So the Falcons really need this one because you don't want to fall to 2-6, especially with Douglas getting that big VIU win. There are your standings in PACWEST men's basketball. All right. Lee, long three, well guarded by Subotic, but boom, boom, boom. Lee can stroke the three, baby. Robinson, he's fouled. Yep. Yeah, good call. No question, that was a foul by Afu Bullock. Well, it's interesting, Langara dumped a pretty good lead, and Capilano's pushed back hard. But, as they say, Langara has bent but not broken. They've never surrendered the lead. It's been as close as 2, but they've never surrendered it. And we'll see if Robinson can ensure that. He does. So a 4-point lead, 26 seconds to go. I think Cap needs to relax, slow down. We shouldn't be shooting until 8 on the clock. We should be making your move with 8 on the clock. And don't want to shoot. That's an early shot. But hey, when you stroke it as good as Lee does, who cares, baby? All right, Langara's going to have a last shot. Subotic's going to try to get to the rim. And foul. Foul, yes, sir. Yes, sir, that foul came from the weak side. I believe that would be on Anthony Tamburino. Oh, no, sorry, he called it on 14. I thought it was 13, my bad. Sukraj Garcha, his second foul. And Subotic will have a chance to get this to a 2. Oh, yes. Can't make it a 3-point lead. You only make it a 2-point lead. And with 1 on the clock, highly unlikely there's a shot unless this is missed and tipped back by Langara. It is missed, and it's rebounded, and there you go. So a very entertaining first half of basketball. Falcons jumped all over the Blues at the start. The Blues came back super strong in the second quarter. Couldn't quite get the full lead back, but it's now 43-42. Make sure you stick around. We're going to take a 15-minute break. I'll come back with some stats for you, but make sure you don't go anywhere. This is a fabulous game. I don't think I have any more mini Kit Kats left. I'll see what's in my backpack. Sometimes I find food items in there. I once, I once found a croissant in my backpack. It was from not Moore's. Well, yeah, is it Moore's? Cobb's. It's from Cobb's Bakery. Because sometimes on my way to work, there's a Cobb's. I'll stop and get a croissant with my coffee. It was a chocolate croissant. And I think I found it in one of the zippers, and I'm like, when did I buy this thing? And I attempted to bite into it. I don't know what I was thinking. And literally the whole thing just collapsed. It just flaked. It was done. So I got to be careful sometimes. I forget that I have food in my bag. Anyway, I'm going to go get a snack. You guys get that too. Be back in 15. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Eberhardt, Coach Ebe. I am back, excited for the second half. We had a first quarter that was all Falcons and a second quarter that was all Blues. High screen and roll. Lee looking inside to Klim. Klim has good position, and he forces it up. Great defense by Obuto. Love that no call there. Ungpurser hammers it down. Great transition dunk there from the young Aaron Ungpurser. Klim gonna go in again. Kicks it back out to Garcha. Garcha trying to get by Robinson. Well defended. Klim's inside. He's in the key all day. Misses the layup. Here comes Sabatic. Robinson gets to the rack. Finds Obuto. Obuto does such a good job when players drive and the defense goes to help thinking he's going to shoot it. And he does a really good job of cutting and getting open for open layups. Well done. Okay, good start for the Falcons. Lee, thought he was going to hit another one. He's dangerous from that line. Ungpurser in transition. He's going to go right to the rack, and he found Obuto, but he passed it behind him. Obuto was open, but he passed it behind him. Turnover Falcons. Lee looking inside. Great hustle back, but there's good inside move. Oh, what is going on here? That might be one of the latest foul calls I've ever seen. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. I mean, I understand the patient whistle, but are you kidding me? Klim turned inside, shot the layup. He actually turned around and ran back on defense, thinking that the basket went in. He missed it. And Langara had the rebound, and then 2 seconds later, a foul was called. If it's a foul, call it. Why wait that long? I mean, I guess the official thought it was going in, and if it went in, he wasn't going to call it. I'm not a big fan of that at all. Man, I'm opinionated today. I love it. Ungpurser, baseline, no good. Big rebound there by Lang. Cash Lang brings it up. He's going to go coast to coast. No, he brings it back out. Ball's reversed to the other side to Lee. High screen and roll with Ahmed. 3-ball, no good. Rebound by Subotic. First good lead pass to Ungpurser, and then what a shame. That was a 2-on-1. Ungpurser delivered a good pass that time, but unfortunately, it slipped right through Robinson's hands. 47-44, early in the third quarter here at Langara. Lee hands it off to Lang. Inside, spin back, and a block by Obuto. Klim getting very frustrated. Ungpurser shot fake, drive, runner, inside. There's Obuto again. That has just been a great, every time someone drives, Obuto moves to open space, puts his hands up and says, thank you very much, I'll take another layup. Ahmed. Oh, great defense, that's a charge. Beautiful job by Mr. Obuto as he got steamrolled there, took the contact. Offensive foul on number 7. Sorry, not 7, number 24. Big man, Zak Hamed. 6'8", first-year forward from Heritage Woods. And a great job by Mr. Obuto. Big man himself at 6'7". All right, let's see what Falcons are going to run here. Subotic calling out the play. Looks like a little pin down screen here. And they're going to post up Bautista against Lang. Bautista keeps it, spins, gives it back to Subotic. Subotic takes the 3. Langara still 0 for, I believe, from the 3-point line. I don't have the stats. I'll try to pull them off on my phone in a minute. 3-ball from Ahmed. Off the front rim. Good rebound by Bautista. Ungpurser, he's going to, might have got away with a carry there. I'm not a big fan of that call. There was some contact, but, I mean, there's no question that Peter Lee completely embellished it. But good job on him to sell it. And there was some contact, but, you know, you can have, there's a rule now, by the way, people don't realize that you can have a foul, but you can also have a fake a foul. As Lee almost finishes it, but Klim tips it back home. So in other words, there can be an offensive foul, but the player can also still be called for, a flop for a fake a foul. Robinson to the rim, 1 foot runner, good. Again, I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. Referee guys out there, I know you watch this, right? I know most of the rules, but I get lots of stuff wrong. Is that right? I think that's correct, right? You can have a foul and fake a foul at the same time. All right, let's see if that's right. Ball's kicked out to Ahmed. Lang, tough three, well contested. Bank shot doesn't go. Subotic chases it down, looking to push like he always does. Gives it to Ungpersert. Ungpersert reverses it to Batista. Back to Ungpersert. He's going to be 1-on-1 against Klim. Trying to get contact to get another foul on him. That was a pretty tough, out-of-control shot, but Ungpersert found a way to make it go down. Langara extended the lead up to 7 now after it got down to 1. Good defense there by Ungpersert as he tips that away. Robinson's going to go coast to coast. Oh, come on, man. Wow. Well, they're consistent. I thought he started falling before the contact. I really did. But it is an offensive foul on Patrick Robinson. As we have a sub coming into the game. I think we have Alfonso Reyes. Starts it, drives left, gets to the rack, finishes. Zongo's in the game. One thing you know, when he's in the game, the pace is going to pick up. As he just tried to blow by Peter Lee. Peter Lee bumped him, picking up his first foul of the second half, the first foul of the game. And that's the second team foul in this quarter. Lob pass inside to Ungpersert. Oh, I don't think he did that on purpose. Batista's laughing. He overthrew that lob too high. Ungpersert just kind of put his hand up. That's I thought that might be a moving screen. But they throw it away anyway. Ungpersert put his hand up just to try to catch it. And in the process of doing that, he actually tipped the ball in. Once again, the bench having a strong effect here. High screen with Owusu. Zongo in and out. Owusu almost got the rebound. Peter Lee tips it to himself. He's 1 on 3. He's going to slow it down. Hit the trailing Cash Lang. No cash on that shot. Here comes Zongo. Wind him up, baby. He didn't go. Nice trail 3. Langara still can't hit a long shot. Crazy. Just crazy. The pace is really picking up as both teams are kind of going back to back down the floor. Ball goes out of bounds off Klim. Zongo, crossover, pull up. In and out again. Zongo just can't find the range on the jumper. And that foul's going to be on Owusu over the back. That's his first team foul, number 4. 55-48, Langara with a 7-point lead. They've had the lead the whole game. And Cap's been pushing, but hasn't quite been able to get over the hump and get back. Double screen for Lee. Nice reverse pass. Cash Lang shot fake. Now he shoots at front rim. No good. Good rebound there from Batista. He's going to give it up to Moses. He's going to get to the rack, I guarantee it. Steps through, reverse, throws it out. Almost threw it away. Good hustle by Zongo. Open 3. Will this be the first one for the Falcons? No, it won't. And there's something going on inside. It's going to be a double foul. It's going to be a double foul. Both players go down in a heap. It was off the ball. Obviously, they were trying to fight for rebounding position. Both went down hard. Owusu's now back up, but still down on the floor is Klim. He's holding his head. I'm afraid he might have hit his head. Referees are now talking about it. I mean, the call was a double foul. I think that's what happened there. Both players were going at it, and the referee signaled a double foul, and I think that's it. I didn't see any other action. Both players went down. Now, Owusu, when he was down, his leg did kick out, but, I mean, he didn't kick him. He made contact as he fell, so I didn't see anything there. Again, I wish we had replays for this, but I think it's just a double foul unless the referees picked up something else that happened maybe off, but I didn't see anything. So we'll see as they sort this out. By the way, just to give you an update on the stats, 40% for the Blues shooting, 22%, 4 of 18 from 3, 6 of 9 from the line. Langara shooting 48%, but, I mean, they are 0 for 17 on threes. They're leading and they're 0 of 17. Okay, let's see what the refs say. Double foul. Yep, and I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else. The referee wants to call the coaches in. I want to make sure that things don't escalate, just calm it down. But I think that's going to be Klim's fourth foul. It is. It's just Klim's fourth foul. He's going to have to come out of the game. Referee explaining the situation. I mean, his two players were fighting for position, trying to get the ball. They both contacted each other. They both went down in a heap. Oh, hang on. Okay, we also have an unsporting foul on white 15. So I'm thinking, here's my thinking. And again, I don't know, right? But both players went down, and the official immediately signaled a double foul. I saw the signal. They both went down. As Owusu went down, his foot kicked Klim. Now, I thought from here that wasn't on purpose, that it wasn't intentional. I thought it was just part of him falling down. But again, I have no idea. The referee, I think, saw that as a sportsmanlike foul, which if you kick somebody, it's an unsportsmanlike foul. So I'm guessing that's what happened. Maybe I'll get a chance to ask them when I see them. But well sorted out by the officials there. And so what happens with that is foul on both players. Klim's going to have to come out because it's his fourth, but it's actually 2 fouls on Owusu. And Capilano gets the ball back because an unsporting foul is 2 shots and the ball. All right, basketball action has started again. Zongo foul. Yeah, that's a foul. And that's 2 shots. Garcia made sure he was shooting, but even if he hadn't been, it's the penalty now. And that is Zongo's first foul. All right, 55-50 games. This is good, man. The women's game was very hardly fought. A lot of intensity. This game, too. These players are putting it all out on the floor. They're working their butts off, and they want to win this one. Crosstown rivals. The Shore versus the City. In and out. Not very good free throw shooting by the Blues this game. Zongo over-penetrates, takes a really tough shot, and that's going to be another foul on Owusu. He's just picking up a lot of fouls. That might be his fourth. And that's going to be 2 shots in the penalty. Young man is playing very hard. Very hard getting after. That's his 3rd foul. Not his 4th, but he's picked up 3 in about 30 seconds. Another missed free throw. Referee just stopping the play for a sec. Players want to wipe the floor because of that mess down there where the players fell. Getting the floor wiped up. We can't put the towel there, young man. That baseline is too close. Get it out of the way. All right, so another missed free throw for the Blues. I didn't think their free throws this game they'd be leading this game. And they miss again. Good rebound there by Nair. Turnover, Falcons. Blues are just above. They're 8 of 15, so they're 53% from the free throw line. Langara not much better. They're 41%. Cash Lang dishes it inside, and a great block by Mr. Robinson. Everyone's fighting for it. Tipping it doesn't go in. Robinson comes out, bodies flying. Oh my, this game is crazy. Zongo a little out of control, but he's going to go to the hoop anyway. And there's a block from Cash Lang. He goes vertical and he blocks it. That's got to be a charge. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh my goodness, this game has a little bit of everything. Cash Lang just absolutely freight trained Kato Kusaki. He just blew through him. Kusaki took the hit. Sacrificing for his team, you gotta love that. Oh, this game's getting good, baby. Another missed three by Langara. Why not? Let's go over 20. I'm sorry. This is crazy. I gotta calm down. I hope you guys are having fun. I really am having fun here. All right, here we go. High screen for Lee. Lee almost gets picked. He does get picked by Nair. 2-on-1. Kusaki, he's just going right to, he passed it. Nair wasn't ready for it. He missed the bunny. He tipped, he missed again. Woo-hoo. Rebound by Hamed. Oh, long lead pass to Lang. Lang, open three. Of course not. Off the backboard. Rebounded by, who got that rebound? I didn't even see. Obito got that rebound. Okay. Step back three, Zongo. Oh, another miss from three. Get to the hoop, Langara. Get to the hoop. Great defense by Kusaki. He just stays between his man and the ball so well. Lang a missed three. Oh my goodness, is anybody going to make a shot in this quarter now? Let's see. 55-50 Falcons. Kusaki to Zongo. Inside to Obito. Obito tries to square up. Throws a skip pass in there for three. Will this be there? No, it won't be. It's an air ball. Good Lord. Garcha to Ahmed. Ahmed at the three-point line. Tries to give it to Cash Lang. 2-on-1. Langara needs to convert this 2-on-1. Throws it up high. And what a great pass by Obito. Robinson threw it up for the lob. Didn't actually throw it high enough. Obutai recognized that and tipped it back to Robinson for the finish. Very nice play by the big man there. Oh, almost a turnover. He almost traveled. Just kept his foot down. Ahmed to Lee. Kusaki, yeah, that's a foul. Yeah, Kusaki tried to jump in front of him to keep him from, didn't get there in time and bumped him. And that's going to give 2 free throws to Peter Lee. And this free throw line has not been kind. Yeah, they're 8 of 15 right now. Let's see if Mr. Lee can change that. He is well short on that. He's now 1 for 3 from the line. Second one's good. 57-51, just under a minute to go. Robinson. 3. No. I mean, he's been their best and most consistent three-point shooter this year, and he can't even find the range. Cash Lang, that's an offensive foul maybe, but no. Good no call there. Contact both ways. I take that back. Great job by the officials there. Ungperserti's trying to get to the rim. He's good at that. He can't finish. Will anybody actually score a basket here? 2-on-1. This has to be a hoop. Nope. Runs to the corner instead. Almost turned it over. And he does turn it over. Ooh, this game's sloppy. Ungpersert. Let's see if they can settle things down here with 10 seconds to go. I think he's just going to go one-on-one. That's what he's going to do. Cross, dribbles off his foot, out of bounds. Ooh, baby. Not an attractive end to this quarter. We'll see if Cap's got 6 seconds. That's more than enough time to get a shot off. I'd deny Lee here because don't let him get some momentum. He's just going to go. Can't foul here. Can't foul here. Good rotation by Robinson. Great defensive rotation by Robinson there. No chance for Cash Lang on that three. And there you go. 3 quarters are now in the books. And it is a great game we got going here. Langara 57, Cap 51. Again, it was definitely a bit sloppy. Looking at the team comparison here. The Capilano Blues shooting 36.5% from the field, 19 of 52. 4 of 21 from 3, that's 19%. And 9 of 17 from the line for 53%. These are not pretty numbers, folks. Langara shooting a bit better at 42.6%, but let me break this down for you. They are 0 for 21 on threes. So, seeing as I told you I'm so good at math, I'm going to minus 21 from 61. That's going to give you 40, okay? So that means on their 2-point shots, Langara is 26 of 40. 26 of 40. And you know what percentage that is? I guarantee you I know it. I will tell you exactly what it is. 65%. So they're shooting 65% on their twos, and they're shooting 0% on their threes, 0 for 21. Fourth quarter. What are we going to do, Langara? We are not jacking threes. It's just not making sense right now. You're 0 for 21. If you have a wide open one and your feet are set, of course you're going to take it. But we're not taking early ones and we're not jacking them. Concentrate on getting to the hoop and getting to the line. That's my suggestion. Now for Cap, they're also struggling offensively with their shooting, from 3 as well. But they've actually, I think, done some damage in transition. They've had some nice transition opportunities. They've converted them. Langara's turned it over 11 times. Cap needs to take advantage of that, but unfortunately, Cap has turned it over 15 times. And that's part of the problem. Individual stats for the Blues. 16 for Zach Klim. And don't forget, Zach Klim has 4 fouls. Peter Lee with 14. Cash Lang with 11. Garcha with 6. Leading rebounder, 8 for Lang, 6 for Garcha. For the Falcons, 18 for Obito, 14 for Robinson. As Robinson goes to the rack, misses. Ungperset 10, Zongo 9. Leading rebounder with 7 is Obito and Ungperset. Little scramble here. Wet spot on the floor. Hopefully they see that, get that mucked up. 3 ball, money. And that's the guy that's doing it for him. No one else is hitting those threes but Lee. 57-54 in transition. Ungperset, he's blocked, goes out of bounds, back to Langara. Going inside to Ungperset, and that's gonna be a foul. That's gonna be a foul. Yeah. That's going to be a foul. You see, here's the interesting thing, right? In that play, you have the baseline official who's closer to the play, but because of the angle he has and being so tight on that baseline, you can't possibly see that. The official on the opposite side had the absolute best view for that, and thus that hold was called as a foul inside, and Nair's going to get 2 shots. And that was a hold inside as they're trying to post up Peter Lee. That's Peter Lee's second. And now we have another foul on Langara. That's going to be a number 9, Alfonso Reyes. And that's his 3rd foul, and that is the second team foul. And the free throw woes for both teams continue. Nair misses that first one. Brom Nair from Gladstone Secondary School, the mighty Gladiators. 58-54. As I said, Langara's had the lead the whole game. Can they hang on? They're posted up Subotic. He does a good job. He might be small, but he is strong and he is physical. But there's Peter Lee again. That's the one guy you cannot help on. You cannot help on Peter Lee. He is the only guy hitting threes in this game. That's another foul. Capilano getting into early foul trouble. And that foul is going to be on Zach Ahmed. Get it inbounds to Batista. Unkberser doubled in the post. He takes a really tough shot. Almost got the friendly roll. Nair gets through run. No. Cash Lang picks it up. That's a foul on Subban. And in some ways, I want to tell you folks, I'm glad that foul happened because Garcha was deep, but there was nobody within 20 feet of Peter Lee right behind him standing at the three-point line. And I have no doubt he would have knocked it down. I mean, let me just give you one stat here. Peter Lee is 6 for 9 from the three-point line. 6 for 9. You know what the rest of the Blues are? 0 for 15. So I don't think you want to leave the guy that's hit 6 triples, man. And no one else on the team has hit one. All right, it's a one-tied game. This is the closest the Blues have been since the start. They've tied it up. How will Langara respond? Owusu gives it to Batista. Batista dribbles, goes baseline, throws a skip pass wide open. Subotic, no way. That's an air ball. Ball goes out of bounds, back to Langara. Now that did not hit the rim, so there's going to be 6 seconds on the shot clock. And Coach Kannemeyer has seen enough, and he's going to take a timeout. We'll see what, after this ATO, we'll see what kind of blob we have. Oh, you like that? You like that lingo? Coaches are really into lingo. Some of it's different. Every team has different lingo. But ATO stands for after timeout. So we'll see what Coach Kannemeyer has for his team, ATO. The Blob, it's not a movie. It was a movie. A very campy movie in the 50s. But a giant blob of goo that kills people. But a blob is a baseline out of bounds. Whereas when you're inbounding on the side, it's a slob. There's a sideline out of bounds. Some people also call the play on the baseline an end line out of bounds. That would make it an E-lob. Why am I sharing this with you? I don't know. I just try to provide quality information to my tens of thousands of followers. By the way, I post a lot of basketball content on Twitter or X at Coach Ebe. Now, I know that's only for old people now. I don't think young people even know what Twitter is. So that's an old people thing. But I do have an Instagram account, at Coach Ebe, and I'm ashamed to admit it, I also have a TikTok account, at Coach Ebe. Follow me. I post a lot of basketball stuff. On TikTok, you might even be able to find me doing my Ric Flair impersonation after my West Van team qualified for the BCs a few years ago. Woo! 5-second count. Oh, that's a disaster. Coach Kannemeyer is furious. He's furious, and I don't blame him. You can't come out of a timeout and not, I mean, just throw the ball off the guy's leg, right? Oh, all right, Cap can get the lead. Cash Lang, hand off to Lee. Lee's the guy, you got to stay on top of him. Cash Lang in the corner, Garcha drives, gets to the rim, left hand, can't finish. Rebound, good job by Cash Lang to get that board. Or sorry, that was not Lang. Lang just shot the three and hit it. Lang just shot the three and hit it. It was the rebound. It was by Reyes, and he passed it to Lang. And that's the first three for anybody but Peter Lee. And Cap has taken all the momentum away. Oh, this game is physical. You should see what's going on inside. Guys are just banging away. Zongo shot fake. He's fouled. And see, that's what he needs to do, right? He shouldn't be taking that three because he's so quick. He needs to take advantage of that. He had a slower guy on him, a great up fake on the shot, and then went left and got the contact, and that's 4 fouls now. Now, there's 7 minutes and 44 seconds to go. And that's 4 fouls on Garcha, I believe. I think that's what the scorekeepers are telling Cap. But Coach Klim is trying to talk to the official to see what's going on. Sub is coming in the game. They're going to check the fouls. Now, in the PACWEST, you have the official score sheet that is kept, and that's the score sheet that matters. They also put the fouls up on the clock, which is good. They want to let people know you can see it there. And there's also the stats. So they're generally going to have this correct, but they've not put the fouls up on the board, like the individual foul. So I don't know how many that is on Garcha. I'll try to pull up my stats when I get a chance. All right, 61-58. Langara down for the first time all night. Pick and roll to Unkperser. Nice shot fake. Beautiful. Very fundamental. Pick and roll. Great bounce pass. Unkperser catches it. Shot fake. Gets the contact. And that is going to be on Ahmed. And here's the big thing now that really matters. That's 5 fouls. So for 7 minutes and 36 seconds, the Falcons get to shoot free throws on fouls. So don't jack threes. Drive. Rebound. Do that work. Get the contact. Okay, we got so warning on the blue bench. I think assistant coach Tomlinson. That's my buddy Ross, whose daughter plays on the women's team. I think he got up and made a comment, and assistant coaches aren't allowed to do that. So official Rokosh issued a warning to the Blues bench. Lang. Peter Lee goes baseline. Robinson's right there to help. Good job. You got to keep on track of him. Zongo doing his best. There's another screen. And Lee's going to shoot a three. This one is short. Clem's back in the game. Almost got the rebound. Loose ball. 2-on-1 for the Falcons. Here goes Zongo. He isn't passing. He's going to the rack, and he's fouled. Good hustle. That's what you get. These games, man, those hustle plays count for everything. Great hustle on that loose rebound and created that 2-on-1. And I know Coach Clem is reminding the official right now that the fouls are 6-1. This is something we coaches do. I know the referees hate it when we do it, but we do it. We just want to remind them that, hey, what's going on here? Things are a little unbalanced. Trust me, they know. We don't really need to remind them, but so we can't help ourselves. All right, another missed free throw. This one will tie the game at 61. 7-11 to go. Don't you dare go anywhere. This is a good one, folks. I think it's going to come right down to the end. Oh, he misses them both, but then Unkperser hustles for the rebound. He's going to shoot a three. Why? Oh, well, we got a battle underneath, and there's another double foul, and that's going to be a huge advantage because that's going to foul out Clem. So isn't this interesting? Owusu has gone in the game, and he's now committed 4 fouls in about 4 minutes, but he's also got 2 fouls on Clem. 2 double fouls, and that Clem's done for the day with 7 minutes to go, and he is frustrated. Again, that was off the ball. There was tons of contact. I'm not 100% sure what happened. It's disappointing, though, to see the big man foul out on back-to-back double fouls, both caused by Owusu. So he's fouled out. Owusu has 4. And it's Langara ball. Oh, nice hezzy dribble. Oh, but he passes a great hezzy dribble. And, folks, that was not an air ball. That was a brilliant pass to Unkperser. And Langara gets the lead again. Lang posting up Unkperser. Doubled by Obito. 3 by Ahmed. No. Zongo chases down. Good pass to Obito. He's got a layup. And he missed the wide open layup. I think he was thinking about dunking it. And then he changed his mind. You can't do that. This could be a huge swing. Oh, my God, that's a 5-point swing. Cash Lang knocks down a corner 3 after Obito missed a wide open layup. Will Robinson hit the first 3? No, he won't, but he gets his rebound. I've never seen any. That's a foul. No call. Okay, well, the basket's good. Should have been a foul. So they're going to give a delay of game warning because Robinson grabbed the ball after. Kind of told the referee I was fouled, which he was. So that's a delay of game warning. Next one would be a technical foul. This game has a bit of everything, baby. All right. And there's still 6 minutes to go. Whew, I'm exhausted. All right. Hamed to Lang. Good screen by Hamed. Hezzy by Lang. Gets down the rim. Short front rim. Good rebound by Batista. Back come the Falcons. Batista struggling a bit with the handle. Gives it to Zongo. It's loud in this gym. I don't know if you can hear it up here, but it is loud. The rafters are packed. I mean, capacity is maybe 100 people here, but it's very exciting. There's a foul and a dumb foul. Oh, I'm being so critical on this broadcast. Please forgive me, but the coach comes out of me. I can't help it. They have him trapped. They're in the bonus already, and Cash Lang reaches across and slaps him on the arm, and that's Lang's 4th foul. If Langara can shoot better from the line, they're in great shape because like I said, they've been in bonus. Oh, it was over 7 minutes to go. And like Capilano just can't afford to commit those kind of silly fouls. And they make them both. All right, they restored a 3-point lead now. We're going back and forth. Now remember, Lee is, I think, hit 7 threes now, and Cash Lang has started to heat up, and he's hit 2, I believe. Has Langara gone to zone here? I think they might have gone to zone, but that's not the guy to leave open. They escaped that one. Ball goes out of bounds, saved by Cap. Langara steals it. Unkpersert runs the floor. Zongo can't make it. I would have liked to see Zongo give that pass up to Obito there. Cash Lang loses the ball, saves it before it goes over center. Tries to get by Robinson, well guarded, shot fake, no good. Turns it over. Now this is another 2-on-1. Robinson's going to go to the rack and he's fouled. Yes, sir. I'd say that's a smart foul by Lang, but it's not because that's his 5th foul. I mean, that's tough. There's 5 minutes to go. You know, do you want to take that foul? I don't think you do, not with 5 minutes to go. Now, wait a minute, maybe it's only 4, but no, it's 5. Yeah, he's out. Yeah, it looks like he didn't even know he had 4. Like, you got to know that. Your bench and your coaching staff have to make sure you know you have 4, because you should have let that one go. All right, 2 shots for Robinson. In and out. Now, if he makes the second one, I see that Coach Klim has asked for a timeout. Second one's good, and there's going to be a timeout. Capilano briefly got the lead for the first time, but Langara's shown good resilience. They've come back, and they've reestablished a 4-point lead. Let's just I'm going to take a quick peek across the league here, see what the other scores are here on Saturday, November the 8th. Oh, we got a good one out at CBC. CBC 62, Camosun 61. They're just about to start the 4th quarter. Of course, we have another good one here, 67-63. And you know what? The Douglas game, VAU was up when I last looked by 15, but Douglas has now cut it to 87-81 with 3 minutes to go. So we got some good games going on this afternoon. And by the way, I'm loving the afternoon. I think this is awesome. They played Thursday. Day of rest, day to scout and get ready, and then they play Saturday afternoon. I love it. It's nice to have an evening, as a coach. You don't often have evenings, It's nice to go home and go out for a nice dinner with your wife or your kids or your family. We don't get that very often as coaches. So I like this afternoon. I wish they had this afternoon thing when I was coaching. It would have been much better. Of course, we got Canada West basketball action all over the place. Hey, congratulations to my alma mater, the mighty UBC T-Birds. After having a tough weekend last week, getting swept by Thompson Rivers, they came back with a vengeance, beating the best team in Canada, defending national champs. They beat the UVic Vikings last night. So congratulations to the T-Birds and to my brother Doug, who's an assistant coach, to Phil Jalalapur. Reverse layup, no good. Good rebound there. Nobody boxed out on Matt. He just followed it, had an easy putback. 67-65. Zongo, he's going to cross over, shoot a pull-up, and miss it. High screen, moving screen, good call. Yes, sir. Now, they don't shoot on that because that's an offensive foul, but Zach Ahmed had stuck his leg out and picked up an offensive foul. Kusaki doing a good job of getting the contact there. Zongo going against Bullock. Unkpersert goes by Lang, crosses it over through the leg, spins, double team, one-on-one, not going to get it done. Bullock with a really tough shot, well defended by Zongo, but another great rebound by Ahmed. Peter Lee, money, gotta box out. Lee with that's a foul. I mean, he literally just grabbed him. What is he doing? Oh my goodness, I'm exhausted. All right, Zongo's going to go to the line here. Has a chance to get the lead back. I'm just checking the stats. I'm just pulling them up here. Is that Peter Lee's 8-3? Oh, it's his 7th. So he's 7 for 12. I thought Cash Lang hit 2, but it says here he only hit 1. So he's 7 for 12. The rest of the team is 1 for 18. I would suggest that you do not leave Mr. Peter Lee open at the three-point line. All right, Zongo can tie the game here. And he misses it. Another one. Oh, great rebound. Ungpersert tipped it, and then Obito came in and cleaned it up. 69-68. Zongo with the foul, and he's frustrated. But it's only the third foul of the out. It's only the third foul, so they're not in bonus. He's defending hard, but he was hand checking, and like when the fouls are this lopsided, you're not going to get that call. You're just not. So Zongo's going to sub out as Sabotic has come back in. Cash Lang. Sorry, that was Rias. My bad. Peter Lee. Oh, that's a tough shot. Are you kidding me? No. That was well defended. If he hits that, you'll live with it. Here we go. Another fast break. 3-on-2. Oh, Batista throws it right to Garcha. Bullock, reverse layup. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Ladies and gentlemen, that was not a block shot. That was a catch. Bullock went to the hoop. Ungpersert blocked him, put two hands on the block, caught it, and ripped it out of his hands, and then he turned it over the other end, and back comes Capilano. I can't keep up with this. My goodness. A catch. You gotta love the catch. Peter Lee being double teamed. Garcha's wide open. He's gonna try. Nope. But Langara not rebounding. And a good job there by Reyes. He recognized there was some contact, and he just, as he started to fall to the ground, he got the shot up. Smart play. And he's going to earn 2 shots as Ungpersert picks up that foul. And now that's 4 fouls on Langara. So both teams are going to be shooting. That's only Ungpersert's first. Capilano definitely doing some damage on the boards now. They've dominated the boards in the second half. I'm just going to go back and see what the rebound numbers are, because I think it's a big advantage for them. Second free throw's good. I'm wrong. Yeah, there you go. I'm wrong. They've only got 8 offensive boards. Okay. I thought they might have had more. Robinson drives. Tough shot, finishes at the rim. Oh, baby, this is a good game. Don't you dare go anywhere. This is a great game. All right. Now Robinson's going to guard Lee. They're looking inside, posting up Ungpersert with Lang. Lang skip passes. Bullock drives middle. Over penetrates, takes a bad shot, can't make it, but there's another offensive board. Batista almost got the steal. Garcha's going to drive, find a wide open Ahmed. He traveled. Yes, sir. When he caught the ball, he picked up his pivot foot. He traveled. Obito fired up, waving to the crowd to make some noise. Like I said, it's a packed house in here. It's loud. This place might only seat 100 people, but boy, when you get it full, it sounds like thousands. Love it. Sabotic. Oh, nice back cut by Batista. Robinson's going to try his luck against Garcha. Garcha stops him. Obito outside. I'd like to see him set a screen or get inside. Robinson tries a bounce pass to him. This is... Oh, that's a flop. That's a flop. Definitely a flop there by Ahmed. Good no call. Okay. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Now it's Batista guarding Peter Lee. Tightly, not letting him have a 3. Posting up his... That's a tough fade. Blocked! Blocked! Persert not only gets the block, he gets it back. Great defensive play. They were trying to post him up, and he just is having none of it. Bullock all over Sabotic. I think he's going to be careful here. He's fouling him. He's all over him. Ungpersert, will they hit their first 3 of the game? They do! Oh! Oh, baby! It took the Langara Falcons 38 minutes and 43 seconds to hit a three. That's our first one of the night, and it couldn't come at a better time. Mr. Unkpersert, for hitting that three, you just got the Ric Flair play of the night. Langara just improved their three-point percentage from 0 to 4.2% as they are 1 for 24. But my goodness, is that a big one to hit? Huge, huge one to hit. It's a two-possession game now, a minute 17 to go. I believe Coach Clem only has one timeout left, and I think Coach Cassidy might have two. Those become very, very important in these close games, especially in FIBA rules where after you call a timeout in the backcourt after a score or after out of bounds, whatever it is, you then have the option to advance the ball to the front court. And they're going to advance the ball to the front court. An interesting decision here because there's a minute 17 to go. You're now working on a short shot clock because the shot clock goes to 14. I think I'd rather inbound it and give myself 24 because you're going to get it in the front court with at least 21 or 20 seconds left. Peter Lee! Bango! Oh, baby! Mr. Lee makes his 8-3 and says, hey, we ain't going anywhere, baby. What a game. All right, Batista is going to use a high screen roll from Obito and Robinson. They're going to take a lot of time here. There's the back screen. Batista tries to hit a backdoor to Unkpersert, turns it over. Here comes Peter Lee's going to pull up for three. No way. Can't hit it. Interesting decision there for Mr. Lee. Robinson says, okay, relax. Relax. I think what Langara needs to do is they need to get some contact here and get to the line. But they're going to use the clock. Up one. They got to get into something, though. Unkpersert's trying to post up Bullock, but he's way out at the three-point line. He's going to try to go one-on-one with him now. Spins. He's double-teamed. That is a brutally tough shot. No good. Rebound. Cash Lang. 22 seconds to go. 1 point lead. Peter Lee gives it to Bullock. Keep the ball out of Peter Lee's hands, Langara. He gets it back. There's the high screen. They're going to try to trap him. Almost fouled him. Lee's going to try to get by. Batista doing a great job. 5, 4, 3, 2. It's no good. It's no good. 1 second to go. Ball goes out of bounds to the Falcons. They're going to win this game, but Coach Cassidy is taking no chances, and that's a great decision. He's going to take a timeout so he can advance the ball. Now, really, the only chance that Capilano has is a 5-second call. That's it. That's the only chance they have. So all you're doing, if you're Langara, is you're advancing the ball, because even if you turn it over to them, they got to hit like an 80-footer. You advance the ball, you space your players out, and you just throw the ball in bounds, and you have to make sure that it doesn't go straight out of bounds, right? You have to make sure of that. So you just throw it off a player's leg. Like, you just get the ball in bounds no matter what. Because like I said, even if you throw it towards the corner, even if you throw it right to the other team, he's got to catch it, and in 1 second has to wind up and shoot a 90-footer. So the game is over. The game is absolutely over unless there's a 5-second call. So the only thing you're stressing to your player, you put your most trusted player on this inbounds, and you tell him, just get it in bounds. Lob it to the hoop, lob it in the middle so someone will touch it, or literally just throw it off the guy. Like, you could literally throw it off Peter Lee right now. Pass fake, throw it off his leg, game's over. 5-second call is the only chance they have. There it is, it's over. Yep, great job. And a nice bounce back win for the Falcons. They needed that after losing 3 in a row. They win in a thriller, 74-73. They will now go to 3-5. Capilano will fall to 4-2. I'm not sure what's going on over here in the Cap huddle. There's lots of talk and some people not too happy. All right. Good win for the Falcons. Great win for the Falcons. Tough loss for the Blues. What a great game. What an absolute battle. The game had everything, right? I mean, it certainly wasn't what you would call a Picasso. Very poor shooting by both teams. Not great free throw shooting either. But the heart these young played with tonight, the intensity level they played at, the physicality they played at, I mean, it was awesome. It was really awesome. And I'd love to see this, right? Shaking hands at the end of the game, hugging each other. Like, these guys battled like crazy. They were going after each other hard. But you know what? The game's over, and everyone's just happy for a great game. I love to see that. There you see the coaches, Coach Cass and Coach Tomlinson and Clem having a chat, talking at center. Great game. Very exciting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think, are they here next week? Is there a game next week? You know? Okay, I'm not sure. Let me look on the schedule. I'll let you know. I can't remember. That's what happens when you get old. Your memory kind of goes a little bit. Okay, next week. So it looks like they have a bye. There's Cap VAU, Douglas, Camosun, CBC Okanagan. And Saturday, this one's a bye week for the Falcons. And then they're off to Camosun, November 21st and 22nd. And let's see if they're back home at all. Yes, they are. So hopefully I'll be back, unless I'm not sure if I will be. I think my high school team will be playing on November 28th. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that game. And then, of course, they play in the afternoon. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that game either, because my high school team will have a game. Anyway, that's when they come home again. Congratulations to the Falcons. They needed a win. They got it. They gutted it out 74-73. This is Paul Eberhardt, Coach Ebe. Thanks for listening. And now my only goal at this moment in time is to take my headset off.